we're seeing the same thing play out over and over, right? Two polarized debates, two polarized opinions and views on where policy should go. And I honestly think that Trump, by coming out and really doing the showmanship that he continues to do, is demonstrating that this vote that we're going to have coming up is going to be about the character of both of these candidates. I think Biden continues to show that he's civil, that he's empathetic, that he's trying to come up with some type of plan, even though we still need the details of what that looks like to battle this deadly pandemic. And Trump just is coming up to really just say, hey, look at me. I've done all that I can, but I think we're still not getting the meat of what's at the core of his policies. And I think people, 17 million ballots have already been cast. I think people have pretty much already made up their mind.
That is right. In fact, you're saying that given the number of ballots that have been cast across 44 states in these town halls, and a forthcoming debate may be only confirming why Biden maintains a steady lead. And this is important from a market standpoint. Do you think it's a foregone conclusion now, a blue sweep?
Well, I'm not sure yet. I mean, we actually had the same type of response to Hillary Clinton, and we found out that, even though she won the popular vote, she didn't get the Electoral College. I think Biden still has to continue to show this type of empathy, this civility. He has to be diplomatic in his responses. I mean, we still need more meat on the bones when it comes to his policy suggestions. How is he going to get us out of this? But I do think that he's winning among American people when it comes to his choice of words and his temperament. And I really think that people are going to go into the polls and vote the conscience of character. I think Trump continues to demonstrate this recklessness in the handling of the pandemic. It just wasn't appropriate for people. And we are still having these numbers increase daily. And we need solutions. And I think Biden, in his delivery, is just suggesting to people that he has the key to the answer.
Right. But given how persistent President Trump has been in this campaign, do you think he can catch up? 11th or 59th minute in the last lap. We are awaiting the Q3 GDP numbers to be out just days before the election vote, which is 1st November. You think that could turn the tide?
It's interesting. I mean, the market, like you said, it's been pretty consistent. And I think the more certainty we have going towards November 3rd, actually the markets should perform quite well. The key thing is, if Trump is able to stabilize the market, and in many respects he has done that during the course of his tenure, but I don't know if he has enough time to recover in terms of his character. I think people are at this point just exhausted. The lines, the waiting, the Democrats who are rushing to the polls, standing in line for 4, 5, 6, 7 hours in some places, are clearly sending a signal that enough is enough. We'll just have to see. I mean, he's almost in a race where he's sort of behind a little bit. I'm not sure if he can catch up, but we all better be sure that he will try to catch up. And I think going forward, that's what we have to keep in mind. But I think many Americans have already voiced their opinion in these early voting polls.